The emergency session of the Galactic Council convened in unprecedented chaos. For the first time in 3 millennia, the great crystal amphitheater on Nexus Prime buzzed with panic rather than the usual measured deliberation. Representatives from 47 star systems spoke in overlapping frequencies, their universal translators struggling to keep pace with the cacophony of alarm. High Counselor Vex Nari of the Altarian Collective called for order, her telepathic voice cutting through the mental noise like a blade. The assembled delegates gradually fell silent, their various optical organs turning toward the central holographic display that showed the Sol system specifically, the small blue world that had become the galaxy's most dangerous enigma. Esteemed colleagues, Vex Nari began, her crystalline form pulsing with the bioluminescent patterns that indicated deep concern among her species. We are gathered to address the unprecedented developments regarding the Terran situation. The hologram shifted to show tactical data streaming in from the Outer Rim territories. Red markers indicated destroyed stations, compromised outposts, and missing patrol fleets. All bore the same impossible signature: human technology. Councillor Thaxmore of the Hegemony Military Alliance raised his forearms in ritualistic objection. This is absurd. The humans were barely spacefaring when we last assessed them. Their fastest vessels couldn't reach their own outer planets. How are they now conducting operations in Sector 9? Admiral Keel Thara, the Council's chief military strategist, activated her neural interface, projecting battle footage that made the assembled delegates recoil. The images showed human vessels clearly based on captured alien designs, but modified beyond recognition, engaging hegemony patrols with tactics that defied all established doctrine. The timeline is disturbing, Keel Thara reported, her voice carrying the flat precision of someone delivering a dire medical diagnosis. 6 months ago, we imposed the standard quarantine protocols on Earth, following their first FTL experiments. We expected them to remain contained within their system for at least 50 years, while they developed basic interstellar capability. The hologram zoomed in on Earth's orbital space, showing what should have been a simple containment field, an energy barrier designed to prevent primitive species from accidentally wandering into galactic shipping lanes. Instead, the display revealed something that had given the Council's xenobiologists nightmares. The barrier was gone, and in its place floated a massive human construction. They didn't try to escape the quarantine, Keel Thara continued, her tone growing more incredulous. They weaponized it. Somehow, they reverse-engineered our quantum field generators and turned them into what their military calls a mass driver. The entire barrier system is now a weapon pointed at our nearest outpost. Councillor Yeath of the Mechanical Concordat processed this information through multiple logic matrices before speaking. Impossible. Quantum field manipulation requires computational power beyond organic neural networks. Even our most advanced AI systems need centuries to fully understand the mathematics. That's what we thought, Admiral Keel Thara replied, calling up more footage. Watch this. The hologram showed human ships approaching a hegemony listening post. Instead of the expected frontal assault or defensive positioning, the human vessels split into seemingly random formations. They began broadcasting what appeared to be entertainment transmissions, music, videos, and data streams that looked like cultural exports. Our post commander initially thought they were attempting diplomatic contact, Keel Thara explained. The transmissions appeared harmless artistic works, historical records, even what seemed to be children's educational programs. The assembled delegates watched in horror as the human transmissions suddenly synchronized, creating a resonance pattern that overloaded the listening post's quantum processors. The station's AI began exhibiting erratic behavior, eventually shutting down all defensive systems before broadcasting a message. Thank you for listening to Earth's Greatest Hits. Please stand by for our next program. They turned our own technology against us using music. Councillor Thaxmore's bioluminescent patches flickered in patterns, indicating severe cognitive dissonance. Not just music, Keelthara corrected grimly. They embedded quantum algorithms in their entertainment media. Every song, every video, every piece of data was a Trojan horse carrying viral code designed to compromise our neural networks. They weaponized their culture. The tactical display shifted to show the broader pattern of human expansion. What had initially appeared to be random raids now revealed themselves as part of a coordinated strategy that spanned multiple sectors. Human forces weren't just attacking, they were learning, adapting, and evolving their tactics with each engagement. High Councillor Vexnari's crystalline form darkened to deep violet, a color her species displayed only in the face of existential threats. Show them the Kepler Incident. The hologram displayed what remained of the Kepler 186 research station, or rather, what didn't remain. The facility that had housed some of the galaxy's most advanced xenobiological research was simply gone, replaced by a perfectly spherical void in space. The humans didn't destroy it, Keelthara said quietly. They stole it. The entire station, including its quantum anchoring systems, was somehow transported intact back to Earth's solar system. Our best scientists spent months trying to understand how they moved a structure with a mass equivalent to a small moon. And their explanation? Vexnari prompted. Keelthara's expression grew even grimmer. They sent us a message afterward. It was a video of one of their leaders, a female, in what appeared to be casual clothing standing in what was clearly our research station's main laboratory. She thanked us for the generous donation to Earth Science Program and promised to put it to good use. Then she held up what appeared to be our quantum displacement generator and said, "We've always been good at taking things apart and putting them back together differently." The silence that followed was deafening. Councillor Youth's mechanical components whirred as he processed probability matrices at maximum capacity. Analysis indicates, he finally announced, that human strategic thinking operates outside established parameters. They do not follow conventional military doctrine, diplomatic protocol, or technological development patterns. They appear to weaponize improvisation itself. Admiral Keelthara nodded grimly. Every engagement teaches them something new. They've reverse-engineered our shield technology, our communication systems, even our faster-than-light engines. But they don't just copy, they improve. Their versions are often more efficient than our originals. But surely, Councillor Thaxmore protested, their primitive biology limits their capabilities. They lack enhanced neural processing, biomechanical integration, quantum consciousness. That's what makes them so dangerous, Vexnari interrupted. They compensate for their biological limitations through what they call creativity and out-of-the-box thinking. They solve problems in ways our enhanced minds literally cannot conceive. The hologram shifted one final time, showing the current tactical situation. Human vessels were now operating in 7 different sectors, each group employing completely different strategies and technologies. Some used brute force, others relied on stealth, and several appeared to be conducting what could only be described as aggressive archaeology, excavating ancient ruins, and somehow activating technologies that had been dormant for millennia. Recommendations? Vexnari asked. Admiral Keelthara's response was immediate. Complete withdrawal from all sectors within 50 light-years of Earth. Establish a neutral zone and open diplomatic channels immediately. You're suggesting we negotiate with primitives? Thaxmore demanded. I'm suggesting we negotiate with the species that just taught the galaxy's most advanced civilizations that there's a difference between having superior technology and knowing how to use it strategically, Keelthara replied. The humans didn't just attack back, they've redefined what warfare means. The vote was unanimous. immediate cessation of all hostile activities toward Earth, establishment of a diplomatic mission, and classification of humans as a reality warping anomaly requiring special protocols. In the archives of the Galactic Council, the Sol incident would be studied for generations as the moment when the galaxy learned that sometimes the most dangerous enemy is the one who doesn't understand why they should lose.